more cozy today. Cozy. Alright, it's secret time. But only because we're good friends and all, I'm gonna let you in on it. The last few are just a smidge controversial, but we'll be fine. Hey, I'm that American in New Zealand. Let's get right into these amazing things. Maybe you knew already, but maybe you didn't. Either way, gather around and let's find out. A little closer. Just a little closer. So now that we're in the secret time cave, I can tell you that firstly, I don't know why I say firstly because I hate that word. I always have since English. It doesn't seem like it should be a real proper word. Anyway, the first secret coming at you hot, New Zealand does not grow any genetically modified crops. That's right, folks. No GMOs sold here. No fresh fruit, vegetables, or meat. It was banned in 2001, so they are way ahead of the states in that department. I mean, along with like 30 other countries at this point. I think when I last checked, the US government actually mandated GMOs. Like, you get a fine if you grow anything organically. Just kidding. Another little gem for you is that customer service here is top notch. 10 out of 10. They are so helpful, clear, accommodating. If they say they'll call you back, they do. They get the job done in a pleasant manner, full stop. Now, it may seem like that's not a big deal, but if you've dealt with, I'm gonna say a solid 93% of calling businesses or government agencies, banks, just the worst places to call, it's gonna ruin your day in America. Ask anyone. You have to build yourself up mentally to get the courage to even call, and then persistence to stay on hold for ever, which will break you. Not to mention, you're calling because likely they messed up, and you still have to be the one to be like, please take pity on me, because if you're rude, you'll be flagged in the system as a Karen. And good luck getting anything done after that. Speaking of little secret surprises that delight everyone here in New Zealand, when you order something online and then the day comes and you get a notification on your phone or email that today's the day. And then you get it, and you open it, and yay! It's what you ordered! End of happy moment in your day? Well, here, companies will often also send you a little present. Stick some candy or little something or other in there. I've had that happen several times from many companies. Delighted! Happy for me because thank you for these gummy bears, dog treats, pencils, candy bars, and happy for you because I sure am going to order from you again. Let's get that rolling in the United States. Have you guys had this happen? I'm sure you have. What do you get in your packages? Have you had this happen your whole life, or is this a new thing? Let me know down there. Again, I know these won't seem like secrets to you Kiwis, but for us Americans, I promise we have no idea. And one of them is that most people here in New Zealand use rainwater for their water supply. Brilliant idea. You don't have all this extra piping, you're basically recycling. It's great. So behind most houses is a really big tank, and it's just put deep into the ground, and then your gutters lead into it, and there are filters and things to make sure it's clean. Easy as. Now this one was a big deal for me after I got into a car accident, but any accident situation is pretty much the same. The alternative treatments are covered. So things like physical therapy, or physio as I say here, acupuncture, massage, even therapy, all covered. I think for some of those there might be a small fee that I paid 20 American dollars, but boy was I happy about that. In the States, I don't think alternative therapies are ever covered. I don't even like saying alternative, just not mainstream medical. Anyway, you'll have to pay out of pocket there, and it'll definitely be 150 American dollars. So that was a real pleasant surprise. So that was a big thing, but here's a small one, a real small one. Here in New Zealand, surprise, no pennies. They did away with them 30 years ago, as well as the 2-cent coin. Had no idea that was a thing. So anyway, who cares, right? Well, besides the fact that America has been toying with getting rid of our beloved penny for years, it's good to know that when you go to buy something, if it has a penny amount like 83 cents, you will just round up or down to the nearest 5 cents to pay. So that would be 90 cents. No. So that would be 85 cents. Just use your 5th grade math rules. Thanks, 5th grade. You never have to worry about those annoying pennies. I mean, when I first got here, I thought the cashiers were just being nice and not making me pay the little extra bit, but turns out I was mistaken. Now, this is one for people who are not familiar with the Flight of the Conchords. If you haven't heard, New Zealand has the best and cutest road signs ever. And when you're driving along, it's just a little boost of joy. In the States, we're used to signs that say, you know, if you hit a worker, you'll go to prison. If you don't wear your seatbelt, you will pay thousands of dollars. If you get an abortion, this is what it'll look like. Yeah, here, signs are like, welcome, Kia ora, picture of a sheep. Kiwi crossing, sheep. Don't drive if you're sleepy, sheep. Free public bathroom for everyone, sheep. Drive wise and save lives, sheep, sheep, sheep. Well friends, if you find these videos helpful and or entertaining and you want more content like this one, please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Another little surprise you might not think about here in New Zealand is that the world generally leaves us alone. There are not huge attacks that everyone is worried about. Maybe that's part of the laid-back attitude of the Kiwis. You know, when you're not constantly living in fear, you can just enjoy things a bit more, you know? Now, does this have to do with New Zealand maybe not producing gajillions of crude oil a year? Maybe. Maybe the world kind of leaves you alone if you don't have something that everyone's super obsessed with, perhaps. But whatever the reason, it's nice all the same. And maybe not so secret, but I'm sure it's a secret for a lot of them. Lots of billionaires live here. And many moved here just a few years ago. Oh no, it's another fly. We're gonna try to ignore it. Larry Page, Google's co-founder, James Cameron, the director of Titanic, Peter Thiel, the PayPal co-founder. I could go on. And they seem to secretly pop in, build really grand hidden estates, travel by helicopter, and are granted immediate citizenship. Must be rough. And honestly, this country looks like it should have billionaires hanging out in it, because this next secret is that besides the natural, obvious beauty that is truly inescapable here, the country itself has just impeccable city landscaping programs. I'm telling you, you see them everywhere, picking up trash, weeding, planting flowers, all year round, mowing. Even during those dark times in the last couple of years, they were out working it. It looks beautiful here and they're doing a great job. Next is vacation time. Now, this isn't quite the secret. Everyone knows America has 10 days of vacation a year that you earn, and I'm gonna say everywhere else has at least double that. What's up with that, by the way? Why do we think that's reasonable? In Italy, they take like 3-hour lunches. Anyway, the surprise is that not only do they have more vacation and holiday time off, but if the holiday lands on a weekend day, and if my math is correct, that will happen around 28% of the time, they just give you another day off. Thanks, New Zealand. By the way, if you're enjoying this, give me a like, would you? It really helps support me so I can keep making these very fun videos for you. Let's have a few controversial ones here at the end, shall we? But remember, this is just comparing my experiences with the US to the ones here in New Zealand. I was pleasantly surprised that there seemed to be a lot less of the homeless population out on the streets here. Now, of course, every country can do far better at fixing this problem, and yes, every country has this problem. It's heartbreaking. But just observationally, even in the big cities, it is far less than it is in the States. We visited San Francisco and Los Angeles before we came over, and even Seattle has huge encampments of tents, and it's just the saddest thing. So it is nice that those aren't covering New Zealand. Alright, I know you're tired of me talking about Kiwi sports, as I don't know anything about them. But I have read the comments, I get it, but I'm still gonna say that the secret Americans, I guarantee, do not know until right now is that New Zealand has a badminton team. Badminton is like a dainty, delicate tennis, if you didn't know. Well, anyway, their team is called the Blackhawks. You hear that bird? So much wildlife. Go get that bird. You see a bird? Where's the bird? Bird not leaving. Oh gosh. 5 hours later. And you know why it's a great secret? It's very funny and no one talks about it. You're welcome. Would you like some reasons why I absolutely love it here? This is the video for you. Lots of fun stuff in there. Alright guys, we will see you next time. Bye. Mr. Berkeley, a little closer. It is about as common as sheep in New Zealand over there. You'll be flagged in the system. It's okay. I know, you're upset too. When do you call customer service? And then your gutters lead there too. Definitely. They just give you another day. They just give you, just a little closer.